And another one. I don't know. Look, I don't know why I just did a DJ Khaled, because if you don't know who DJ Khaled then I don't know. But he always says and another one and another one. So I just felt like doing that for the beginning of the video. But yeah, hopefully it makes for a great intro. But anyways, guys, for this video, we're watching my response to Pewdiepie by Graham Stephan, and I truly believe there's going to be some good advice in here, because I know where it's stemming from. Some good advice in here on how to become a millionaire, because if you don't know already, Graham Stephan is a millionaire, and yeah, he's got some... His videos are always lit and on fire. And if he's watching this, salute Mr. Avocado Toast. And yeah, let's get the ball rolling. So with that being said, YouTube, it's Ronnie MP. Whoop!
It's RonnieMP.com.
Want to join my free gift card giveaway? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification. Then let me know that you subscribe down below. That's it. Hey yo, what's good YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Ronnie MP. Thank you and welcome to a brand new video of It's Ronnie MP, the show who will bring you guys a bunch of videos suggested by you guys. Well, should I say you guys, and you guys only, okay? All of you guys, all right? You and you, okay? But if you are brand new to the channel, then be sure to click on the subscribe button. In fact, be sure to do so, because obviously you saw what I explained in the beginning of the video. If you do want to stand a chance of me sending you some PayPal money to be able to help you guys out, or if you just want to win, be sure to comment something useful in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to check it out and judge and see who won, basically. And obviously, just be active on the channel, okay? Because sometimes I decide as well based on that, and yeah, and do that instead. So my response to Pewdiepie, I believe it's about time Pewdiepie responded to one of Graham Stephan's video. This is quite an old video, not super long, but it was released in the April 22nd of April, yes. And because it's been suggested to watch or to break down and see exactly what's going on, hence to why I decided to do it, because I know there will be some nice tips that we can use in order to level up. You know, in this channel it's all about leveling up, talking about finance, investing, and Graham Stephan does the exact same thing as well. So without further ado, let's get it, my friend. Hopefully this video is a sweet one, not just a good one, but a sweet one.
What's up, guys? It's Graham here. So I never thought this would happen. Two things. Number one, today is my 30th birthday, which means obviously I turned 30 today. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. And for anyone wondering what I'm going to do to celebrate today, I'm going to sit in my backyard, drink some iced coffee, and respond to your comments right now if you're commenting with...
And in fact, let's just hit the subscribe button, notification bell. There we go, and smash the like button just as we did, and obviously for you guys, smash the like button as well. But yes, let's carry on.
In the first few hours of this video posting. And number two, what makes this video just that much better is that I made it in one of Pewdiepie's reaction videos, which just happens to be on trending right now. When I was featured on one of Jubilee's videos, Do All Millionaires Think the Same? Seriously, as soon as I saw this, I was so
look how happy. Hold on, let's go back on our thumbnail. Look how happy he looks. By the way, I'm being sarcastic. He looked... Literally, look at the face.
I wanted Jubilee's videos, Do All Millionaires
Look at his face. It's like,
think the same. Seriously, as soon as I saw this, I was so excited. I even see that he photoshopped my picture out from the thumbnail and put his face on there instead. Which, come on, like, I'm not even mad. Tim Sykes' reaction is so much better than mine, so just in the spirit of a good thumbnail, I approve. And also, I just have to say, for anyone wondering, I subscribe to Pewdiepie, I enjoy his videos, and overall, I liked his reaction. But, and this is a warning to the entire 19-year-old army out there are a few of his points that I strongly disagree with. So I'm going to be reacting to Pewdiepie.
So, you know what? This is really interesting, because the thing with Graham Stephan is he says it how it is, really. There's not going to be any camouflaging or hiding or anything. So if he really feels that yeah, I'm just not going to, you know, and he's going to be honest about it. So we've got ourselves a great video, literally.
Reaction of my feature in Jubilee. And in typical Pewdiepie fashion, I can't be all fancy today and sit at a desk, so I'm just going to join the floor gang and sit on the floor. And because it's my birthday today, if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm,
already did, buddy.
The best birthday present ever. That's all I want. I just want, for my birthday, the like button to be annihilated. And that would be it. That would be great. So let's go to the floor and start the video. First of all, for anyone wondering, yes, this is my first video ever being filmed on the floor, but let's start this video off in the very beginning and see what PewDiePie has to say.
Do all millionaires think the same? Today we find out.
Growing up, I didn't have anyone in my family.
First of all, I didn't know PewDiePie had that many tattoos.
It was in real estate. I didn't have anyone in my family that, you know, had millions of dollars. And
Does
so
he
for me, I do
like
remember
properties
being
or something?
like 15, 16 years old, having 20 bucks. Now, I know I don't need to give that much of a background to the people who are already familiar with my channel, but let me just make this very clear. I've never flipped a property before, and instead, I began working as a real estate agent. I saved as much money as I possibly could. I used that to go and invest in real estate, and then after 8 years of doing that, I began making YouTube videos to try to find really creative ways to ask my audience to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
Touche. He simplified it and explained it straight to the point, which is true.
I never went to college. Two divorced parents, so I should not have become wealthy.
I didn't know his parents were divorced.
You got no chance. I know he's just listing a couple things. I get it, but still, that sounded kind of dumb.
No,
sure, you can list things that would make it easier for you. I don't know.
Okay, so I said that in reference to my background and overall situation growing up, not so much as children from divorced families don't do as well. But if you actually go and look at the data behind this, there are measurable health and mental side effects from having two parents split up. So even though it's not a precursor as to how wealthy someone is going to be, it is worth noting that it can make things more difficult. Statistically, but I believe that I put in the...
No one statistically is going to make it. Statistically, most people don't.
Now this is something
that
unfortunately will not become wealthy.
No, hold on. Let me re-clarify on what I mean by that. I disagree in a sense that... of course, nothing's guaranteed, but I believe it's more like what can I use? An example that I could use maybe is like rolling a dice, for example. Let's say rolling a dice, and basically, in order for you to roll a 12 or a 6, which most people love rolling. In order for you to roll a 6, and you're like, poof, it lands on 6. It can take you a while, okay? But however, the more you roll, the more likely you are to hit 6. I hope I explained that good enough. But yeah, that's how I believe basically. The more chances you keep at it, you are eventually what the heck? You are eventually are going to land on that 6 because you've just carried on trying before you know it, 6. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, and that's what makes sense to me anyways. I don't know about y'all, but to me it makes sense. But anyways, let's carry on watching.
But that doesn't mean you can't try and you can't do things that stack the odds in your favor. It's like going and rolling the dice and trying to roll a 12, where the chances of that happening are 1 in 36, which...
Okay, I said 6, but 12. Okay, the exact same thing, which I believe he's got the exact same principle he's about to explain.
Works out to be almost 3%. The same thing also applies to becoming a millionaire, which also has very similar odds to rolling a 12. Here in the United States, 3% of people are millionaires. And even though the...
Hold on, what? 3%? 11 million...
odds to rolling a 12. Here in the...
Yeah, so 11 million, so I'll zoom in right there. This is what I'm looking at. 11 million or 11.8 million millionaires in America are making up roughly 3%. 3% right there, guys. 11 million, 11.8 is a lot, but however, when you compare, when you do like percentage wise, yeah, it's quite difficult. It's not easy.
United States, 3% of people are millionaires. And even though the odds might not be in your favor, all you have to do is stay consistent with it long term and continue rolling the dice until eventually it hits.
I
told you guys, these are key principles right here. This, if you follow this can literally make you a millionaire. Okay, how can it not? Keep trying.
Rich is such a fluke. That
nah, it's not a fluke.
That doesn't mean they didn't work for it, but it's so much luck involved in it. So to act like somewhat self-important or about it just, I don't know, I feel weird about it.
So this is the point where I strongly begin to disagree with the statement, because from the way I see it, becoming wealthy, which I'll just define as a net worth of $1 million or more, has very little to do with luck and much more to do with delayed gratification, persistence, consistency, and time. Now, I'm not dismissing control. Like, I was very lucky to have access to the internet. I was very lucky to be born in a family with two very emotionally supportive parents. I was very lucky to be born in a country that allows me to pursue pretty much whatever I want. Within reason, of course, legally. And those advantages happen to work out very well in my favor.
You see, I told you guys, the more you watch this video, you realize these are some amazing tips on how you can become financially independent, a millionaire, whatever you want to call it, because he's done it, okay? He's done it, and yeah. So let's carry on watching.
Wealth is largely driven by so many other factors, and according to one of the largest studies on millionaires, 80% of millionaires are first-generation rich, and almost all of them have one thing in common.
Let's look at that, because that gives you some hope. I don't know if you didn't see any hope in you becoming a millionaire. That should give you hope. So 80%
of millionaires are first-generation rich, and almost all of them have one thing in common, and that's that they live below their means.
Oh my goodness. So almost all of them have one thing in common, which is they live below their means. What does that tell you guys? If you do not live below your means, if you just spend more than you make, or if you even spend more than half of what you make, you, my friend, are going to be broke for the rest of your life. I'm sorry to say it like that. On this channel, you know, we keep it real. Hence to why it's titled Millionaire Reacts, or not Billionaire or not Millionaire. But we keep it real, and I genuinely, honestly believe if you spend more than you make, you are going to be broke, whether you like it or not. Okay? Because you're a hamster running on a treadmill or something. You get what I mean, okay? Please do not live on more than you make, because you're going to become broke, or you will remain broke in your life. But yeah, we'll carry on back with the video.
So in terms of who
Graham, those are some great tips.
Become wealthy, I mean, obviously there are things that work in your favor, like luck and timing, but other things can also get in the way. Although instead of focusing on your limitations, I believe it's so much more productive to instead focus on what you can control. Like, how much money do you spend? How can you utilize your time effectively? How can you go and learn a new skill? And really, when it comes down to it, if being a millionaire is what you really care about, it's really just as simple as this. All you got to do is invest $8 a day in a Roth IRA within an S&P 500 index fund with the dividends reinvested. And within 42 years, you're going to have over $1 million tax-free, adjusted for inflation. And that's if you just do $8 a day. Then if you increase that to $15 a day, you'll get there within 34 years. And if you invest $25 a day, you can get there within 28 years. Now, sure, that might mean you end up working more hours, or cutting back on the things you don't really need, or taking a really close look at your life and figuring out how you can improve. But if you're determined to make that a goal, I absolutely believe that's something you could achieve. Rely on luck.
I should pay more.
Oh, no. Taxes sometimes is so complex that it's almost as if it's better for me to make the decision not to pursue a big deal. Just because it's like, with taxes, this is not really worth it.
Nah, don't say that.
The job that I have to put into this, based on taxes, legit, that's how complicated it is a lot of times. And
Now, I don't know exactly how much money PewDiePie makes, but I'm guessing between his channel, sponsorships, and merch, he's got to be making at least $1 million a month. Either way, in the UK, he's absolutely in the highest possible tax bracket of 45%. Plus, my understanding is that he's also obligated to pay a 12% national insurance tax on top.
Hold on, what? Does PewDiePie live in the UK? I didn't know this.
Plus, my understanding is that he's also obligated to pay a 12% national insurance tax on top of that. So pretty much right there, 60% of his income is gone to taxes right off the bat. It's definitely an overcomplicated system, and even though taxes are required to keep our society moving and functioning, why they gotta make it so confusing?
Amazon paid $0 in taxes.
Do you see Bezos is donating?
Didn't Amazon say that because they cut on losses? They got a tax break or something like that. I don't know enough about these things. I just know people like to throw out lines without knowing the nuance. Just like I just did.
Now, for anyone curious, that is just a clickbait headline that articles use to grab you in, and the reality is that no, Amazon did not pay $0 in taxes. They paid $0 in federal corporate income tax, but they paid $2.6 billion in corporate tax that...
Damn.
is also paying income tax on their income, not to mention the property taxes that Amazon pays on the buildings that they own. The only reason they were able to claim $0 in federal corporate income tax is that they were running at a loss for so many years, and they were able to carry those losses forward to deduct against future income. It would be like you starting a business, and in the first year you lose $100, but in the second year you make back that $100. Well, technically, because you lost $100 in the first year, but then you made it back in the second year, you're breaking even, and because you don't have any profit to show from that, you pay $0.
That makes sense, doesn't it? It really does.
Well, that's exactly what Amazon did. They've invested so much money and have lost so much money for so many years that they're able to deduct those losses against their future income until eventually everything they make is now profit, and that is the point where they will begin paying federal corporate income tax.
Okay. Look, don't you just love the way he broke it down? That makes a ton more sense rather than, you know, Amazon paying $0, because I'm sure, how could you get away with it? But the fact that you just broke it down, obviously, if you made even, then you technically didn't make any profit, not because you made even, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist.
Let's see the normie filter. All normies will say yes. Here's the thing. Obviously, money can buy happiness. It can buy you things that you like. It can buy you good health. You can buy a lot of things. Obviously. Obvious.
Money
I'm just saying
can't buy
true
good
happiness
health.
comes from here. I'm curious what this guy is going to say.
And we all find that.
See, this is the part that they ended up cutting out, which I don't understand why, because I was the only one that disagreed that money could buy happiness. Now, I've said this before, but even though money does give you the ability to go and pursue your dreams and do whatever you want, it doesn't guarantee you happiness and enjoyment from those experiences.
It's true.
And in some situations, I actually believe that money can make things worse. So many of us believe that when something happens, then I will be happy, as if happiness is always something that is going to happen in the future at some other point in time. Or people go through their lives thinking that more money is a solution, and if they just had more money, that would solve everything. But what happens is that we never truly stop and realize that now is the point where we should really be enjoying ourselves and being happy, not some point in the future. And from that, we never really live in the present and can appreciate just how great things are right now. Not to mention, there's something called the hedonic treadmill, which is our mind.
What's that?
No matter what happens in your life. It's why we could get so excited to get a brand new car, but within a year that excitement has worn off. Or why you can have so much fun shopping, but within a month you have to go shopping again to get that same fix. So no, that's why I believe that money cannot buy you happiness. Now, it certainly might make some aspects of your life easier, but that in itself won't make you any happier. I could also easily talk about this for a very long time, because there are other studies that show that as your life's problems reduce, your mind creates other problems to occupy them. So that just means if your life gets easier, or all of a sudden money solves all the problems, you will subconsciously create other problems to
That is messed up.
your mind is going to create something else in its place. It's weird how your mind works that way.
I gotta say though, people that
Does that then apply to you got comment in the comment section below? Does that then, by the way, if you're finding value or you're enjoying this video, all the breakdowns and everything else, just smash the like button right about now. But I was gonna say, I even forgot the fact that I was gonna mention actually. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say sometimes it's like that term where you hear, careful, when you solve one problem, you might actually create another problem. So yeah, I think that kind of ties with that really. When your brain feels like life has gone easier, let's create some more problems. Just like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of just like when you're all of a sudden it's dark, or when you're in the dark, all of a sudden your mind's like, you know what? Let's stop the music. Literally, it's like, I wonder, I haven't thought about ghosts in a while. When it's super dark and you just like start thinking about ghosts or something, and you start getting scared or something like that. That's yeah. If you can relate, then yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's what it feels like when your mind just creates problems for the fun of it.
People that are rich, they love to sell their idea. Kind of what I touched on before. It's like the lottery. Sell this idea that you can become rich too, when in reality, a lot of it just comes down to pure luck, and it did for me, especially with timing.
Again, that's a point I strongly disagree with. Wealth is not about luck. Otherwise, to become successful would end up being completely random with no similarities between them at all. And even though you don't need to go and sell the dream,
Graham Stefan. That is so true. Let's rewind that here
disagree
again.
with. Wealth is not about luck. Otherwise, who becomes successful would end up being completely random with no similarities between them at all. And even though you don't need to go and sell the dream, I do believe there are actionable, measurable steps that anyone can take if they want to become wealthy. Improve your credit score, save your money, live below your means, invest consistently, open up a retirement account, improve your skills, don't get into lifestyle inflation, and do that long term. If you just do that, I promise you, you're going to...
He said he promises.
That is not selling a pipe dream, and that is not random luck. Those are just the boring, unexciting steps that everyone has to take if they want to build their wealth that does not happen by random chance. I have a feeling PewDiePie might be referring to himself as he says this if he feels like his success has been due in part to luck. Part of this might be that he's one of the largest channels ever on YouTube, and there has to be some aspect of him that wonders, why me? And who knows, he may have had a lot of luck work in his favor. He was at the right place in the right time with the right content that people wanted to see. But he also had the persistence to keep going. He had the knowledge to leverage his channel. He didn't spend his money on stupid crap. He seized opportunities as they came up. He constantly adapted his content. And I bet a lot of people could have been given the exact same opportunities as him and then just screwed it up within a few months. Same also applies to me. I got in real estate in hindsight at the perfect time. I started making finance videos on YouTube before finance videos on YouTube were a thing. I also began investing pretty much at the very bottom of the market. But at the time, all of those things were risks. I had no idea people would be interested in watching a YouTube video about how to start a Roth IRA. We had no idea when the bottom of the market...
So true. Very true.
Into it, learn as much as I can, and make the most of it. And those are the things people should be watching out for to replicate. Like I said, I believe that life is very similar to rolling the dice, and if you only roll once, you're very unlikely to hit that lucky 7. But the more you try, the more opportunities you have to hit it.
It's just selling the idea that you're in control of your destiny when, unfortunately, you're not. The thing is, if you're happy, then you don't need to be rich. And being rich will not make you happy.
Now, I would strongly urge anyone who believes this to go and read the book Think and Grow Rich, and
by
also
Napoleon
The Millionaire
Hill.
Next Door.
That is my book right there, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Really good book. If you need a book to read, basically, that is the one that I recommend. Think and Grow Rich. Powerful book. It will change your mindset, and that's something that you must, by the way, you must do. You must change your mindset, how you think. But The Millionaire Next Door is a good book as well. I'm yet to read it, but I've heard amazing stuff about it. Really good, really good, really good. So I still need to check it out. The Millionaire Next Door. Okay. Millionaire Next Door.
Because when it comes to building your wealth, that is something you do have control over. And leaving it up to random chance and luck is totally dismissive of all the work that goes on behind the scenes. It is something you're going to have to dedicate your time and focus on. Otherwise, if you just want to be pulled around by life, your chances of making it successful are pretty much slim to none. So those are my thoughts on the PewDiePie video, and even though I disagree with a few of the statements that he makes, overall, I enjoy his channel, my girlfriend is a mega fan of him, and I really have nothing but good things to say. Except I believe he's wrong about being wealthy, and that anyone can do it, even if the odds are not stacked in your favor. That does not mean you can't try and continue rolling the dice until eventually... You guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, if you have not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Feel free to add me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As on my second channel, The Graham Stephan Show, I post there every single day. I'm not posting here, so if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, make sure to add yourself to that. And lastly, if you guys want 2 free stocks, use the link down below in the description, and Webull is going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, with one of those stocks potentially being worth up to $1,400. So if you want those 2 free stocks, use the link down below in the description.
That is basically the end of the video. He's just closing up. Guys, as I mentioned, go and click the subscribe button on Graham's channel, as you saw me do in the beginning, because look, he's real, man. I like people who are real, just like myself, and if you're real, we're gonna vibe. If you're not, then yeah, we're not gonna vibe. So be sure to check out his channel. But that was good. I told you guys there's gonna be plenty of tips that you can take away from it, especially based on how to become a millionaire. It is one of the toughest or hardest things that you will do in your life if you eventually make it. And if it was easy, then everybody will be a millionaire. And clearly you saw, we've just been shown that 3% is very, very low compared to the population of the USA. But what gives you hope is that 11 million. I'm not gonna lie, when you see 11.8 million people who are millionaires in the US, it gives you hope. But then again, when you break it down and understand that it's just like rolling a dice, that no matter how many times you roll, as long as you carry on, especially if you have time, okay? So for example, you're meant to live till 80. Nobody knows how long they're going to live up to, but let's just say 80 years old, meaning you better start rolling the dice right now, because you're running out of time, my friend. So meaning start failing right now, okay? Start taking chances right now. Start rolling the dice right now, because it's better for you to eventually become a millionaire at the age of 70 and live the remaining of 10 years of your life as a millionaire. So 10 years that you've got left. Say for example, if you was to, you know, pass away at 80 years old, 10 years as a millionaire, then living the remaining 10 years of your life as a broke poor man. So you get what I mean. The moral of the story is start failing right now. Trust me, it will work out in your favor and you're going to thank me for it. So life really, Les Brown often says, I've said this on this channel plenty of time and I won't stop saying it, life is all about going from one crisis to another with a smile on your face. Okay, so meaning tragedy is gonna happen, and not if it happens, but when it happens, just shrug it off, brush that dirt off your shoulder, and carry on to the next obstacle, whatever the obstacle has to offer. Okay, so thank you ever so much. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy the content that that we've just watched right now from Graham's channel, then link is in the description, and just basically, yeah, there's a bunch of links in the description that you're going to want to check out, so go ahead and check those out. I don't really need to further elaborate, and yeah, go and subscribe to Graham's channel as well. Okay, so by watching this video, guys, you did not waste your time. Don't forget to tell your haters to get in line. Be sure to click the subscribe button that you see right there or right here, and check out these two awesome videos, guys, that I have for you guys right there. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy those videos as well. Okay, so peace out, much love, and yeah, guys, bye bye. It's goodbye for now. Don't cry. Okay, we'll be back with another video, so please don't cry. See you next time. I said don't cry. Stop crying. I can see you in your house crying right now.